right? This is what white supremacy does around the world, right? Not just in the U.S. You go to any country where white supremacy exists, you'll see where they impose rules and codes and laws that can create conflict within those groups, like all the Hutus and the Tutsis that were killing each other in Rwanda. That was created by white supremacy. That was created by them coming in and drawing these artificial barriers between people to cause them to fight. Same thing happens in India, where you have the untouchables at the bottom, which tend to be the darkest people, the Aboriginals. If you go to Australia, same thing. You go to a lot of African countries, the borders were redrawn based on colonialism, right? So this construct is something that has been applied consistently, typically to control a group of people so they can extract something from them. It might be their labor, it might be their resources. It's crazy. Africa. I talked to a guy named Mohammed, who was our Uber driver, who drove us over to Sweden, and he was from Somalia, and he talked about how Somalia he claimed that Somalia. I think it was Somalia. I'm trying to make sure I get this right. He claimed that Somalia had more oil or as much oil as Saudi Arabia. Now I don't know if that's true. I got to confirm that. And I believe it was Somalia. I hope I didn't get that wrong. Anyway, we were talking about some interesting things. Me and Mohammed, I found it interesting that he was saying that he was saying that the Arabs there were trying to basically create conflict and create these sort of terrorist incidents in order to keep the people unstable in that country, because in the midst of that instability, they're able to go in there and extract oil from that country. And then also that reminds me, I don't know if anybody heard about this, but there was a guy in Nigeria years ago named Ken Saro-Wiwa. Ken Saro-Wiwa was an activist in Nigeria who pointed out something that's very obvious. If you've ever gone to Nigeria, I've been to a lot of African countries, well, not a lot, a few African countries, Nigeria, South Africa, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, and two more.